Conspiracy. Conspiracy. Again, and one more time. Conspiracy. Now, I don't believe Kent Green. Now, I believe anything at this point. What if Kent Green's still living, Adam? You know what I'm saying? No, God, I don't think so. But what if, Adam? Just say what if. We know Kent died. But what if it was a conspiracy? Because everything that y'all do is black and white. It was black and white back then. You know what I'm saying? And when you sit in that room and talk to Kent after y'all got burned up, but go to the beginning. When you and Kent was standing up on that catwalk and you was getting the clods out of that tank. Well, let me start from here. Picking clods was a job that we worked overtime doing at Dow Chemical. But a whole bunch of scenarios could have happened, Adam. Kent could have tried to kill you. You know what I'm saying? He could have let that water run in that thing. He could have put the water in there. You know what I'm saying? To make a movie good, but Kent didn't do that, Adam, I don't think. You know what I'm saying? This God, Adam, but then now anything could have happened. You know what I'm saying? This God, Adam, you know what I'm saying? So any kind of way it was, the water got into the tank, y'all. It was running over the sides of the building. But in my mind, I never did think it could be with the feed. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking it's running off the sides and it's coming out of the side of the building from water, from rain, or I don't know, remember the way it was. But the tank was filled with water, and mag chloride, when it mixes with water, it gets 400 degrees. They said 430 degrees, but man, hey, that was boiling. That felt like 1800. They could have just lied to y'all. You know what I'm saying? To make it seem like it wasn't that hot. Shit, that shit burnt my skin. I'm talking about, went through it. I'm talking about holes, nigga, in my skin. Big blotches, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And then Kent said, man, they said, Jackson, come check the 604 Redler. I said, all right. And I was a building operator at Dow Chemical at the time. And had a good job. I was beat control, you know, had the ladies, you know, had a wife, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, Nita, talking about I had the ladies, but you know how it was back then. And you had men, so just don't even trip. We ain't gonna even trip. We back and we here now. But anyway, Jackson was doing all that stuff. And then all of a sudden, the tank was filled up with water. Now, Kent could have filled it up. You know what I'm saying? They don't know because Kent was prejudiced. Kent didn't like black people. But Jackson, he had this thing about him that he can make anybody fall in love with him. Because when he talk, niggas, when that nigga leave a job, that job permanently talks about him all the time. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, Kent could have did it, but Jackson don't think Kent did that to him. But then, hey, man, check the story out. This craze, Kenny Barnaby. This craze, because the story going to be made just like it was. You going to tell your part, because you got to come get in front of this nigga. You know what I'm saying? You got to come get on this nigga knees and do what you got to do. But he ain't gonna make you do no punkish shit. All he wants you to do is get on your knees with respect, nigga. Enemy. YouTube bio, Chris Ward. Rodney Campbell, you just a thief. I'm gonna forgive you just because you a thief. You and Yellow Boy. But Yellow Boy, your shit gonna be heated up 150,000 trillion times hotter. You know why? Because you was in a church parking lot watching me fix up Adam's motorcycle, polishing the frame. He was just in a zone, man, doing his own thing. He was like the Smoke from California. But see, Smoke ain't got shit on this nigga. Rodney Campbell, Chris Ward, Yellow Boy. Man, we don't play games like y'all play games in heaven. You know what I'm saying? You crazy now. Used to drive an Escalade. Now you crazy. Son got shot in the head cause his daddy taught him how to steal. He got that. He seen his daddy steal from Smoke. You know what I'm saying? But God saved his son. Son didn't die. But that's just with the motorcycle club part of the movie. But go back to Dow Chemical. But anyway, some kind of way the water got in the thing. We ain't gonna go if Kent tried to put it in there or not, because some people start leaks, fires, anything. Because when you in a story out of God, the devil will try to kill you in a heartbeat. You know what I'm saying? That's why Anita's still fussing. Because you didn't kill yourself. You know what I'm saying? But she love you. But now she know who you is, and she know ain't nothing but God telling this story. Because Adam died then. When he jumped out that coat, I did it. I was so scared because Adam had told me I was finna die. Then Kent, if he'd have just stayed where he was, he'd have been all right because he was on the side where the stuff wasn't coming out at. I was the one with the shovel. And the thing about it, I had told Kent, you know what I'm saying? I had told Kent where your hard hat at. And then I asked Kent, where your hard hat at? And then Kent said, oh, it's downstairs. And I remembered the time I had brought them safety sheets to Kent Green, you know what I'm saying, to get him to sign them, you know what I'm saying. And he didn't want to learn about the safety stuff because he said, I've been in this plant over 14 years and ain't never been in an accident when we was trying to implement safety onto it. So it was so crooked. Kent could have tried to kill you, Adam. And then you remember that night when you was sitting there talking to Kent and he said, man, it's in my head. It's in my head. And you say, yeah, man, it's going to be all right. You know what I'm saying? And you didn't laugh at him or nothing. You was tender-hearted, all that. Now, what if Kent would have tried to kill you and it didn't work? And then when he got his head all burnt up, he knew he wasn't going to have no hair on his head. And there was going to be burnt marks on his head. He didn't want to live no more. And he told them to tell you that, Adam, that he died. But I think he did die, Daddy. I don't know, Adam. Because whites and blacks, man, they be tripping. You know what I'm saying? And then you got motherfuckers talking about shut up, shut up, shut up. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody want to know their whole story. And when God come, everybody's story told, but it's the good side of the story, Quentin Barner. I don't know your life, but I'm going to I'm gonna damn sure dig into it and find out why Quentin Barner would say to God, shut up. You know what I'm saying? Because it's something in your life you done that you don't think you should be forgiven for. Especially when I'm telling you I'm gonna give you all the money. Now go ahead back to the story with Kent Green, Daddy. All right. Well, me and Kent, you know what I'm saying, was cool as hell. I'm talking about shit. If we was in that control room where you see me at, you'll see Kent at. You know what I'm saying? Me and him was tight. Now the other white boys, they was kind of jealous of me. You know what I'm saying? Because I was coming in, I was get drunk at night, go party, go do my thing, and then brag about what I'm doing in the lunchroom. Then come in the control room and go to sleep 8 hours. You know what I'm saying? Sleep the whole shift. Then work a 16 and goddamn work a whole shift again. You know what I'm saying? That's what I did. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we gonna do when we go back to work, y'all. This Kent Green. Now, what if Kent didn't die? Dow Chemical. This God. Now, I wouldn't know, would I? You can keep that from me, just like I told y'all to give everybody a gold card. I ain't seen nobody going up to the bank and get their gold card yet. So Kent could have tried to kill me. It didn't work. Then he faked like he died. You know what I'm saying? It didn't work. Because now he broke. Had $5.2 million. If he did. Because I don't play with nobody, Kent, with my life. You know what I'm saying? Now that could end the movie right there. You know what I'm saying? Me talking to you, Kent. Well, Adam, I died, brother. You know what I'm saying? And I hope you know that. My son got a job with Dow, and you heard how he was acting. Jumping on tables, talking shit, this and that. How you know I died? I'll never know that, Kent. Because I'm the one talking. And it's your soul and spirit talking. So you could be living. And the reason nobody believes in me is because everybody lied to me. And then now everybody's scared of me. And I'm God. So nobody wants to be what we was. But man, we still sisters and brothers, aunts and uncles and cousins and mamas and daddies. And we gonna continue to be that. Nobody messes with nobody's families. You know what I'm saying? Because Adam Jackson, he died. And he came back. When he jumped out that suit, they said when they went to get the keys out that suit, it was still standing up. When they stole that motorcycle from Adam, they said you stole it and told Adam he stole it because Adam was so good. Adam used to get on that motorcycle and everybody be in the parking lot waiting to come in. And Adam used to ride Willys. He get on the gas and hold the front brake and make that sun gun go and then smoke. He'll smoke them tires and then he'll go down the road real fast. Then he'll come back riding the Willie through the smoke up under the bridge. You know what I'm saying? That's how cold God is. You know what I'm saying? And them boys on that motorcycle circuit didn't like that. They stole his motorcycle, just like the twins. You know, they stole from the twins. You know what I'm saying? Because they was out there kicking ass with a car. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I give everybody all the money in the world and you could fix your own car up and get the right mechanics to do this work to your motorcycle so you could get it. Because I was going to do my own work to my own motorcycle. I was that good when I had the motorcycle club. Now I ain't got no friends. You know what I'm saying? Now I ain't got no friends. None. You know what I'm saying? But I got a movie I'm making. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna tell y'all no more about the movie, but they said my clothes were still standing up when they went to get the keys out of it. Because that was me standing up in them clothes. The spirit and soul of Adam. When it left the building, just Kent Green. Now they had a real sad story about Kent Green's life and family's life and all that at Dow Chemical. And they let people see it. But Adam Jackson, this Mario, they never let him once see anything on Adam LaTroy Jackson's life. If they did, they told the world don't mess with him because he killed himself to get some money. So this God, man, Dow Chemical, that ain't your plant no more. That's Adam's. Now, Adam can get up here right now. Jeremy can drive Adam to the plant tonight and go to the front gate, either one of them, any gate that's open, Adam. Just go and Jeremy take you to the plant. You just tell him who you is, Adam Jackson. Say, have you heard of Adam Jackson? This God. This my plant. And you can go to work tonight, Adam, wherever you want to work at. You just go and ask them what they do and how they do it and go on, go to work. I ain't never had no problem learning how to run a plant. And then Dow Chemical gonna lie and say that in my letter that I got, why and they kept the suicide letter. So whatever that suicide letter say, that's why they ain't fucking with you right now. Because they got other channels that they let people watch too. You don't know what they letting people watch. So they looking at your life with a stethoscope and everybody in the world judging you, Peck. But this Jimmy Peck, we gonna get together, man. Fuck them niggas. And then Kent gonna say, they gonna take care of us, man. And so I was like, all right. But then Kent died and they ain't take care of Adam LaTroy Jackson. And then the preacher, which was the foreman, he was in the meeting where they said Adam Jackson was gonna get $2 million and the Green family was gonna get $3.2 million to keep everything hush hush. But in reality, that should have been 50-50, shouldn't it, Dow Chemical? How can you rate whose life is it more important than whose life? And if he died, so what? What about the man that didn't die, that wanted his money? He was trying to sue too. This the first lawyers he had. We on the case, Adam, again, because we opening it back up. Fuck a law, statute of limitation. Shit, fuck that statute of limitation. Fuck the government. You know what I'm saying? Now, if Adam can't sue Dow Chemical and get that plant and go to work tomorrow, then y'all can kiss my ass. This God. Because this me talking, not Adam. Now, Kent could have did a lot of things, and Kent could be the president. Donald Trump could be Kent's best friend. You know what I'm saying? Ron Paul was government. Ron Paul was government. Ron Paul's son was Adam's superintendent. That's why Adam didn't get no money. That's the people that need to die, God. This the devil. I'm just speaking as a word that's dead, talking to the living. Ron Paul. Yeah, I seen you looking stupid as hell at a baseball game, looking at me. And then you was at your daughter's baseball game, Ron Paul. But my little poor ass, I was down to nothing again. You know what I'm saying? I saw you. The story gonna be made right too, Ron Paul. And it's being told right now because Kent could be your best friend and you could be Donald Trump's best friend. You know what I'm saying? That's reasonable thought. Ron Paul and Donald Trump, you know they know each other. TD Jakes know them too. They don't want to give Adam Jackson nothing, not TD Jakes and them. And then he talking about somebody trying to kill him. Ain't nobody trying to kill you, man. People just, know that ain't no man supposed to fight nothing but God. And that's the air. Adam is rich. Adam is righteous. Adam is not religion. You know what I'm saying? Adam is spiritual. Adam is our first. When you go to Genesis 5 and read that, that's where you end the story at. Because that's my son. I never end the story at the end of the story because you'll never believe the end of the story gonna ever happen. But I got a grandson in there talking just as smooth right now, and he ain't but one. March, he'll be 2. So he up there at the upper one. He an upper one, but he doing some amazing things. You know what I'm saying? And he gonna be talking after a while. Right there in my face. He doing everything he's supposed to do early. So the kids, yes, they gonna be what they gonna be. You know what I'm saying? And everybody gonna treat these kids good. And if you get an orphan in your home, that orphan is rich. That orphan got a social security card, meaning it owns the world. And you just take care of the baby because the mom and daddy couldn't take care of the baby, or the mom and daddy died, or whatever happened, these kids end up in these hospitals. I don't want hospitals to be hospitals for kids. I don't want jails to be hospitals for kids. You can't go out this door. A kid should be able to roam outside and go outside by themselves when they want to after a certain age. 13, 14, they should be able to go outside without a monitor or a police officer taking them outside. Now, when a kid gets that point, then they want to be by themselves. Get a kid the money I'm talking about, and then put the kid in a house with a family. Now, all y'all families start going to visit these hospitals and ask these people what's wrong with them. Some of them got cancer, scared they gonna die. And I told them, just cancel. If you want to keep this body for a little while, cancel. And I'll give you your body back. I'm the one sweep up the cancer. I told the dude that in the hospital. But then, man, everybody don't want to believe me because I talk too real. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna make my movie Kent Green. And like I say, what if Kent Green said Dow Chemical gonna take care of us? They didn't take care of us, Kent. I'm still broke and I'm making Social Security. I can't even work no more. And Ron Paul and them said, fuck Adam. I ain't never heard Ron Paul daddy come get up his knees in front of me and thank me for still living. You know what I'm saying? Shit, fuck him. You know what I'm saying? This God said that, not no man. And like I say, and then Kent said they was gonna take care of us. They ain't never take care of you, Adam. This Kent. You know what I'm saying? They took care of me, my family, my son, do what he want to do in the plant. You know what I'm saying? And they can't fire him. You know what I'm saying? Because to keep everything hush, hush. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know everything, Adam, and it's gonna all come out. You know what I'm saying? And that's life. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna probe into all y'all's lives and tell too much truth on y'all, but since y'all got all the truth on me, I'm gonna tell my story the way it is. And everybody's story gonna be what it is. But then Kent, what if Kent would have lived? That's the hush hush part. That's the hush hush part. Because what if Kent would have lived? You know what I'm saying? This craze. What if Kent would have lived? If Kent would have lived and they messing over Peck, what if that's the scenario? You know what I'm saying? The reason Peck ain't never got no money from nobody and nobody wants to help him and stuff because Kent living and they on Kent's side and they think Kent God. Ha ha ha. Yeah, nah, that ain't it, Adam. This Kent. That's a good part to the movie, though. Going through all these scenes. We movie stars here. You know what I'm saying? We movie stars here. We angels, Peck. This Kent Green. I'm your best friend, man. I just ain't got to talk to you yet. But I told you I ain't want to be seen, you know, with that stuff in my head. That's the last you heard from me. Now my kids and stuff came to that room. They could have seen a dead man, or they could have seen a real daddy. Because what was going on in your room, you was Terry Owens and Nita was fussing and fighting at the hospital. You know what I'm saying? Not fighting, but fussing, because they didn't throw no blows. But Terry came to visit. And then it was an argument at the hospital. So all that stuff could be why ain't nobody came to help you out, because they know too much of your life. You know what I'm saying? And they judging you. Now you done came up with the last thing and prove to all the world that you God. And you gonna go after a while, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna die like Kent Green, but I'm gonna go to the world where Kent Green at, and I'm gonna be with Kent Green now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be running the plant, Dow Chemical, you know what I'm saying, again. And I'm gonna be running it. And all the plants all over the world, I'm gonna be running them, and I'm gonna be able to go to any gate. You know what I'm saying? Because if Kent wouldn't have died, they would have took care of us. Ron Paul would have had to take care of Adam Jackson if Kent wouldn't have died. You know what I'm saying? And they would have had to split the money down the middle, 50-50. It wasn't no such thing as Kent was 35%, Adam was 35% burnt. The only difference, y'all lied and said Kent swallowed some of the stuff. You know what I'm saying? And died. When Kent Green probably didn't even die, y'all. He might have just wanted to get away from his family and go to the government. And they told him all about what was going to happen in 2020. So Kent might be out there. Craze might be living, Adam. You know what I'm saying? Craze might be living. There's a lot of y'all family members. Kobe Bryant and his daughter might be living. Y'all don't know. All y'all crying and stuff. You think you ain't gonna see them no more. All that could have been a plane crash, few debris, and somebody told Kobe Bryant, we gonna play it like this and see what God gonna say about you dying. See if he gonna cry for you or not. This the devil. I got all kinds of ways to do stuff. This God. I've been the devil and God all my life. You can't mess over me, Kent Green. If you live and tell me, don't be ashamed. Y'all got all the money, but now I got all the plants. What good is your money? What good is $5.2 million to a nigga got a zillion dollars to give to each and every one of my kids? Huh? What your little 5.2 million gonna do now? Buy me a piece of gum? $5.2 million. That sounds like a 5-cent piece of gum to the money I got, Kent Green, Dow Chemical, and all the people who messed over me all my life and stole from me and did me wrong and kept me from getting the money that I was supposed to get and charged me to get leads and charged me to get ads and charged me to get members or subscribers. You charge me to get subscribers. I don't get subscribers unless I pay advertisement. You know what I'm saying? And then I can pay so much to get so much money. Pay so much to get so much money. Pay so much to get so much money. That's a pyramid scheme. That's all we doing, pyramid scheme. All right, man. All right. Hey, boy. You are. But, man, all we doing. But we can go to work tomorrow, Jeremy. You can be cutting hair at Dow Chemical because we're going to have a barbershop in the plants. Now, Phillips 66, get ready to have a barbershop in the plant. In the plant, a barbershop. For people who at work and during their break time, they just want to leave a job and go get a haircut, they can go get a haircut. If they want to leave the job to go home to see what the kids doing or do something, they can just leave the job to do it. Long as they got somebody relieving them to take over their spot while they gone. Jobs ain't going to be like they used to be. You know what I'm saying? We gonna work because we working for God. But if you want to sleep on the job and somebody else covering for you and the work getting done, you can sleep on the job, champ. Because that's all my boy Champ did when he got on the job. See, now everybody got the money. Can't nobody tell nobody what to do, Ernest, John. That's old stupidity. You know what I'm saying? Now, we gonna settle into the spiritual realm. You know what I'm saying? But Jeremy just told me to shut up. Let me see who I can see who talking now. Because I want to hear some real stuff, man.
It's gonna be a lot of change. It's gonna be radical. With upheaval, with change comes upheaval, comes chaos. And God is saying, be ready. Be grounded. Be established. Be firmly established in me, in the truth of who I am, says Jesus Christ. My hope is built on nothing less.
You know, God, I'm starting to think Kent Green living. Ain't nobody going, Now, they could have lied to me. I ain't see it. Ron Paul and them seen him. I didn't see him die. And Ron Paul and them is in with the president, Donald Trump. Ron Paul knows Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? Ron Paul was writing letters saying all blacks are thieves and robbers and stuff. And now I'm here to give Donald Trump and Ron Paul all kinds of money. And I'm going to give it to them too. They the wicked, but I'm going to give to the wicked as well as giving to the poor and needy. Because I'm God. So I can change their hearts so they can live again. And remember who changed their heart, Ron Paul. You wasn't going to give Adam Jackson jack shit. And now you ain't got jack shit, so go home. Retirement. Now you retired. Wherever you work or whatever you do, you and your son don't do no more, especially governmental work. Don't even think about it. And a lot of y'all just like Ron Paul and his daddy. So, the rest of y'all, Donald Trump, sit down. I ain't gonna call it impeachment. I'm gonna call it you ain't never been the president. Erase that shit he signed, all that shit. Forget he was ever the president. God kicked him out. You know what I'm saying? Because he ain't never come see me. You know what I'm saying? So all that their presidential locket and all that, get your Donald Trump presidential locket, spit on that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? This Nino Brown. Now come on, sweetheart, talk to me, because I think these motherfuckers done messed over me.
And Jesus' blood and righteousness, I dare not trust the sweetest frame, but wholly trust in Jesus' name. My hope is built on nothing less than Jesus' blood and righteousness. I dare not trust the sweetest frame, but wholly trust in Jesus' name. In Christ alone, cornerstone, the weak made strong in the Savior's blood. Through the storm, He is Lord, Lord of all. Christ alone, cornerstone, the weak made strong in the Savior's blood. Through the storm, He is Lord, Lord of all. Hi friends, welcome back to the channel. My name is Thandi Regaya and I've got a new prophetic word to share with you today. So friends, it's the beginning of the month. I'm excited. It's the 1st of February. January was quite an eventful month, and how awesome, we made it through January, and yeah, it's time for us to enjoy or to at least look forward to what the Lord has for us this month. So friends, this morning I was reading the book of Romans, and the Lord just started to bring back some dreams that He's been giving me since about September last year. And I've been avoiding the message, but not avoiding it out of disobedience, just, feeling like I wasn't ready to share the message and the Lord not pushing me to share it. But I think the time is now here for me to start sharing these messages. But so those messages will be coming, but today's one is also tied to those same dreams. Although this word is based on a dream that I had on, I think, the 15th of January this year. So before I get into the word, please remember that not every prophetic word is meant for you. Test the spirits, ask the Lord if the word is for you, and if it is, just ask Him to confirm it for you. This particular word is it's not for everyone, but there is something for everyone in this word, or at least for a lot of people. So in this dream, this was an extremely long dream, an extremely long one, and I remember just listened to it a few times.
Okay, plants, this is what I want. I want a job. I don't want to be piss test. Nope. I don't want you to care if I do drugs or not. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. Let me go see.
Just trying to get what the Lord is trying to say to me. And He's given me the interpretation of the dream. So what the dream was showing me, what the Lord was saying through the dream, is that there are a lot of you who have, been through the wilderness experience, who have been tried in the fire, who have been through a very strenuous healing process, who are past the beginning stages of understanding who they are, who really have a firm understanding of who they are in Christ Jesus and what their role and purpose is on this earth. People that have been opened up to this whole new world of, or at least say their promised land. They've been opened up to their promised land, which is intertwined with their identity. So identity and purpose are quite closely linked and intertwined. So what God is saying is that you get who you are, you can match your identity and purpose, and you're not just finding your feet, you really are on established, firm ground, but you're still at those beginning stages of all of that. So this is new to you, but you are on firm ground. He's saying that he is going to show you some things. There are going to be people around you, and I'm sure you already know and recognize people like that around you, who are so focused on unimportant things. Their focus is in the wrong place. They're bickering, they're moaning, they're groaning. They aren't focused on where God is taking the church in this time. And you can see where God is taking the church in this time. Sometimes we may think that people understand, but actually they don't. And it's up to us to make sure that it actually happens. Or rather, it's up to us to get to where God is calling us to with regards to where he's leading his church, his body, his people. So God is saying that you are, or he's at least going to equip you with that knowledge, and you can see where he's taking us. And other people are just so concerned with petty issues. They are being petty about things that don't matter. They call themselves Christian. They believe that they have arrived. They are the remnant. They are the ones that God has called, but they really aren't, and they just aren't focused on the things of the Lord. They're not about it.
That's T.D. Jakes and Bill Winston and the rest of the crew, man. It shouldn't have took this long to come to the end of this movie, man. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, another 2 years. I ain't projecting 10 more years. T.D. Jakes, you don't know if you're going to be here 10 more years, nigga. Shit, I'm ready to go to work now. Shit, I'm in a position right now where I can't work nowhere because of what I like to do, what I'm good at. Hell, I'm good at smoking. And this ain't nothing but Rillo juice with goddamn a piece of paper. Because I ain't got no cigarettes. And the world know me. You know what I'm saying? And I can't work nowhere. John won't even give me a job. You know what I'm saying? If I go to work as a helper, Ernest gonna expect me not to act like I'm a welder, and he gonna expect me to do some work. That was so stupid, Ernest. But I'm gonna give you a card with all the money in the world on it for your work, Ernest. You worked in this movie, a stupid movie. The stupidness of humans is what we gonna make a movie about. And we gonna talk about all the stupid stuff we did with money. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna make creative ways to do without money. And we gonna work together to keep the communities the same way as it was when we had money. But this time, ain't gonna be no people standing up. If you standing up on the corner waiting for somebody to give you some change, you still in the wrong movie. Because this movie here today, right now, if it's, what time is it? It's 5:40 something. Shit, till 9 o'clock, the bank should be open. Every day till 9, the banks will be open. You know what I'm saying? Every day, that's a normal day for banks to be open from 8 to 9. Your bank ain't gonna be open from 10 to 2 and then this to that. You have people to cover the job. Lunch, you have people covering the job. People take lunch at 1 o'clock sometime. You know what I'm saying? But then lunch is probably 11 to 12 for everybody. But the bank's still going. It's still people at the tellers because sometimes they have to relieve others. They might go to lunch at 10 and come back to the bank. You know what I'm saying? But you get an hour and 15-minute break, you know, from lunch. And then you go to lunch for an hour and you have 15-minute break to thank God. Not to preach to people or try to tell somebody what the Bible means, TDJ. That's just to tell your people to make sure we thank Adam, man. Come on, man. Thank Adam. Don't be jealous. Ain't no more jealousy. You got all the money in the world. Now I just need you to work for me. That's it. You know, because right now it shouldn't be nobody working in the plants. You know what I'm saying? They should have got off about 8 hours in the plant. That's all you need in the plant. And then another shift should have took over. You know what I'm saying? So everybody can get a chance to watch God when God on. You know what I'm saying? But I want to be able to come to work tomorrow if I tell my son to bring me to work, John. So I need a phone, and I'm going to call you, John Vaslavic, and I'm going to ask for a job. Now, I want you to act normal with me. God is God. So call me God, John. You too, Ernest. And stop saying you stopped believing in God when your daddy died. You know what I'm saying? You could have been lying to me too. Your daddy might be still living. And you just playing in the movie that your daddy dead. But I believe your daddy dead, Ernest. But don't ever try to make it look like I'm not God. I'm God, but I don't know everything going on in your life, Ernest. You know what I'm saying? I heard a little bit about your life, and it was pretty much just as rough as mine when it come to a woman. I ain't gonna put your business in the street. But all I want to do is work, man. And that's just walk around the plant talking to myself and talking to whoever else I see. You know what I'm saying? And thanking them for coming to the world to work for me. And asking them to let me see their gold card. And if it have a picture of me and my face and my grandsons, all three of them face in the inside of a line, that's the picture that I want to have on the gold card. Eternal gold card from God. Precious royalties to everybody.
Things of the Lord. God says that some of these people are close to you. They may be your friends, they may be family members, and you have really good relationships with them, but their walk is not entirely practical. It doesn't make sense. It looks great. It looks really beautiful, but it doesn't really fulfill the mandate. The fruits are not there. What they're doing doesn't get the job done that the Lord needs to see done. And God says that as you notice all of this, he's saying draw closer to him and also set yourself apart from these people. And by set yourself apart, he's not saying remove people from your life like you did in the last season where there was a time of releasing people and distancing yourself.
I'm setting myself apart from you as if I'm breaking away from your flesh. Now you, sweetheart. But you still me, I'm still in you. You can't move or nothing without me. I really can't break myself away from people. I can't turn myself away from people because if I hate you, if you hate me enough for me to hate you back, then you gonna die. Because I love so much, I love even the most wicked people. So if it's anybody in the world who's gonna come against me, they would have automatically died already. You know what I'm saying? So they couldn't come kill me or want to kill me. You know what I'm saying? All the people of the world that's done died so that they wouldn't kill God when God come to the world. That's why people die. Because I didn't want to give y'all a life of knowing everything until I came. And I'm Adam LaTroy Jackson. Nice to meet you, Tanya. You know what I'm saying? And I'm happy to be here. But the life I went through lead me to believe that God right. Kent, you could be living. Craze, you could be living. Now, some people could be dead, but then some people could be living. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't want to come see you in no nursing home, Craze. I ain't want to know if you was really dead or not. Or in a nursing home to see if I'd come see you or not. I ain't want to see you in that shape, Craze. And I ain't want to see me in that shape either, Adam. Thank you for not letting me die. Because I could be living with Margaret right now. But if I'm not, Margaret know I'm not. And my kids know I'm not. But you don't know I'm not, Adam. I'm here for you. I was the one that you came to the first time everybody started saying you was God and you was out there. And then I was the one when she called on the phone and he was caught up in, and thought you was gonna do something to him. And then I told you when he left, you handled that good. You know what I'm saying? I was the one told you she had a man at the church, and I told her that better be Adam. Yeah, the movie good, Adam. Now go back to work. Call Ernest and John, see what they got for you. Because the job they got for you is the owner of the company. And all you do is walk around the plant, Adam, this Henry. And you know I ain't lying. And I'll never lie. I took you to the Catholic retreat. Your words make things happen, Adam. So you don't have to sit in this room no more. You know what I'm saying? This is not your work area no more. You work in the plant. You could have a studio set up in the plant. You could have a studio set up in the plant. You could have a barbershop, a barber college set up in the plant. And you could have what else in the plant? You know what I'm saying? Cafeterias for people to go to just get food. You don't have to pay for it. You know what I'm saying? What we paying dollars for stuff for that God give us free. And all we got to do is work for nothing. Work for love. You know what I'm saying? So, John, I'm coming back to work, man. And just hire me and you can fill out whatever paperwork, or we don't need no paperwork. I don't need no paycheck. I got a card, John, with all the money on it. Same card you gonna have. So you can't be mean to my workers. You can keep your same job, John. You ain't moving up no higher. You just a project manager. I ain't gonna bring you down low. I'm just gonna go up above y'all. I told you the first gonna become last, John. And the last first. So project manager ain't shit. Firewatch is the shit. Firewatch is over the project manager. Tell you what to do. You know what I'm saying? Now, project manager. Now, John, you Firewatch. You Firewatch. Ernest, you Firewatch too. Let me see. Gilbert and who else? Somebody. I'm gonna pick 2 people to have Ernest and John's job. You know what I'm saying? And they gonna be fire watchers if they want to come to work. If they humiliated or something and don't want to play the game and go back to last place, then they can stay at home and they still got a card, a gold card. Just don't come to the plant no more because y'all didn't run it right. You know what I'm saying? This God.
This kind of separation is a spiritual separation. You understand who you are. So he's saying be separate from those people and focus on where God is leading the church. Focus on the mandate. Focus on what he has called you to do. He's saying that there are people, very few people, who are similar to you and who are actually have been walking the walk a little bit longer than you, who get this, that the Lord is trying to do. And God is saying, you will see those people, you will recognize them. They're different. They stand tall and firm, and there's just a confidence about them that can only be from him. They carry a presence that says, I know who I am and what I'm about. And they are authentic and real. And God is saying, that's where you need to be. You need to be surrounding yourself with people like that and really getting into mentorship relationships for some of you, to be mentored by people that can equip you and pray with you and prophesy with you and walk with you as God begins to shift things for the church, because there are going to be a lot of major changes that the Lord is bringing. This whole thing that we know as Christianity is going to change, and God wants you to be a part of that, but to be on the right side of things and not on the wrong side. He's saying that he has equipped you. You are ready for the walk. In the dream, I remember wearing white shoes, pure white shoes, and just having to thinking that I had to tie up the laces, but I actually just had to buckle them up. And God was saying in that that you have been equipped. You know what your walk is. You know where you've been called. Now it's just time to get on with it. Like, ask him for guidance in terms of how to get started, because instead of tying shoelaces, I realized no, I actually it was a buckle, it wasn't a shoelace, and I quickly buckled up my shoes and was ready to move. And God showed me how it's time to move. It's time to get clued up on where he's taking the church and what your part is in it. There are going to be people around you. So, okay, before I get into that, God showed me how everything that we know as this Christian walk, as Christianity, everything that we know to be church, God is turning around completely. It is going to be turned upside down. It's not going to be what we know it to be today. He's going to do something radical, and he's saying that you need to be ready and you need to be facing the right direction. You need to be headed in the right direction. And there are going to be ideas and ideologies, I guess, that the Lord will bring, that he'll bring through people or through circumstances that are radical and may seem crazy in the Christian context, but they are biblical. They are from the Lord. And he's saying, don't be, you know about it and you agree with it, but you're also shy to share it. You've got people.
Yeah, like this stuff I'm telling y'all now. Like the Green and Jackson deal, you know what I'm saying? And all that there, you know what I'm saying? Now, Dow Chemical, you call the FBI on me. You know what I'm saying? People call the police on me and stuff, but you call the FBI on me for saying that you owed me $50 million. You call the FBI on me, and I want whoever did that to not have a job. I don't want you working in my plants. You could blow it up. You got the mentality of blowing something up. If you could call the police on a man for saying that you owe him $50 million, you know what I'm saying? If you don't have the heart to give somebody something for what y'all did to him, you don't need to be working in my plant. Ron Paul, you don't work there no more. Your daddy, he don't have nothing to do with it no more. The money that's made there, y'all don't have nothing to do with it no more. But you do have an eternal gold card from God with all the money in the world on it. Now, everybody who ex-Dow Chemical employees, because if you blackballed Adam Jackson, this King Green, then you blackballed me, God. You know what I'm saying? You blackballed me. And now Adam can come back to work. Soon as Jeremy get it in his head that we ready to open up this new world, then when Jeremy, my son, get it in his head that dad ain't ready to go out there to the plant, we can, go to the plant. And when my son Jeremy get it in his head that we can go up to Rolls Royce, Lamborghini Rolls Royce, and show him this video and get anything on the lot we want. When he get it in his head, he ready to go. That's what y'all can do. This Rolls Royce, this Lamborghini Rolls Royce, ready to give you a car, Jeremy Jackson. I swear. And if I'm lying, I'm dying, because God look at me and he can just kill me by looking at me if he bring this video to us and we call the police on him or something, talking about he crazy, he delusional or something, and he got a video pre-planned, knowing what he doing, because he God telling Rolls Royce, and this Rolls Royce God telling Rolls Royce that we coming and y'all gonna give me a car, because I'm Rolls Royce talking to Rolls Royce, and I'm gonna give Adam LaTroy Jackson and his whole family a car, and more cars, and more cars, more houses, and everybody. You just like Adam Jackson. So this Rolls Royce, first come, first serve, but Adam Jackson and his family got to get his first. So Tony Southall, when you was talking about, you going to get this kind of car, that kind of car, hey, go get it, Tony, because the money there. I done gave it to everybody. The movie over. I'm tired of making it. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of being live. So, I'm going to go in here and watch the Super Bowl a little bit, and I'm going to come back in here, and I'm going to mess with y'all. I'm going to let Tanya talk to y'all. So y'all listen to Tanya, because everything she's saying, I'm saying. And like I say, Kent Green, you could be living. You could be friends with Donald Trump and left Bonnie them. Bonnie them don't know if you really dead or not, because I just showed them a body. You know what I'm saying? This Adam, Kent. So if you tried to kill me, I forgive you. It didn't happen. I did die, but I didn't die. I came back. Then I said I was going back to God. And then I took 15 sleeping pills. Got 10 more from my wife. You know what I'm saying? And, took them. Trying to kill myself. Because I was God. And we was all devils, Nita. And we was devils and gods. But we not devils no more. You don't go back and get the devil, Nita. You go back and get God. So don't try to kill yourself now, because you ain't going to do nothing but come in me. You know what I'm saying? Like Kent Green and all other people that died. They came in me. And Robert Durgan, I'm sorry, man, what I did to you. And you died before you could retaliate. I'm sorry, because you was the type that would have retaliated. You know what I'm saying? On some cold shit that I do. You know what I'm saying? When you got a woman bragging on you and stuff, that hurt a man. When your woman brag on another nigga. You know what I'm saying? Can't no woman brag on another nigga when it come to me. Shit.
People around you that are religious, Pharisees, they see church in a certain way and Christianity in a certain way, and he's saying, be free to share those ideas and those ideologies with people. Don't hide it, because God wants these things to come up to the fore, to the surface. Jesus came to ruffle up some feathers. He didn't fit the mold of what they expected the Son of God to be. He was an out-of-the-box kind of guy. He came and he challenged their thinking. Guys, when I read the book of John recently, I was challenged by some of the things Jesus said, and I thought to myself, how amazing is that I'm challenged by something Jesus said, and I'm a Christian, and I claim to believe. I claim to be a believer. I claim to know the Lord, and I'm challenged by some of the things that Jesus is saying. So,
like challenged by some of the things that Jesus is saying, like saying we neither marry nor are given in the marriage. after you receive the death and resurrection of Christ. Y'all not even supposed to be married. And then you're supposed to love your enemies. That means love Satan. But y'all preach against Satan and all that there. And I've been here for 21 years, 22 years, telling you different. You know that the devil is really good. He on God's side. If you knew the truth, you knew who you was, then you knew you was the devil. If you got anything against anybody preaching on the devil's side, then you the devil, because you the accuser. And only an accuser can accuse an accuser, TD Jakes. So all y'all big mega churches, all y'all preachers need to sit down and let somebody else preach. You know what I'm saying? Because it's over. Ain't no more change in your mind. You was what you was preaching yesterday. You know what I'm saying? You still what you preaching today. You know what I'm saying? Well, God saying you can get a gold card, and TD Jakes saying in the next 10 years it's gonna be unemployment. Unemployment? What kind of unemployment is it gonna be if everybody got a gold card with all the money on it? And then businesses opening up, people building their own businesses, and we got people still needing shoes and still needing food. And it's people that's got businesses already that's giving the food and all the stuff, you know what I'm saying? And we're going to have more businesses on top of more businesses and more people buying from more people, because it ain't really buying. You just going to get their product that they make because they already rich. They not doing it for the money. They doing it because they love God and they know that they can make these certain products, or they can go to school to be this certain kind of person. And then they just love God and they just love working because they already rich and they don't have to want for nothing, and they don't have to stand on the side of the road and beg for food and stuff, because any job will hire them if they clean and, you know, responsible. And get off the corner, go to the bank, tell them you want to join God and get your card, and you won't be broke no more. Tell them that. You know what I'm saying?
We are called to be like him. We are called to challenge the status quo, to bring the ideas that God is giving us that are biblical, that can be backed up by scripture, and show people this is what God is saying, this is what God is doing. And to them it may seem like that's utter rubbish and it can't be accepted, and God is saying these are my principles and these things are going to be established. So God is saying don't shy away from being open or being supportive of people that are bringing ideas. And of course we have to use wisdom and discernment. We can't just accept everything that comes. That is why since the beginning of the year, I think since a long time ago, since we started our wilderness experience, God has been teaching us to draw close to him, to be in relationships, so that we know his voice, we hear his voice, we know when when his stamp of approval is on something, and not just fairy tales that people are trying to back with scripture.
Let evil die. Let evil die. You know what I'm saying? Let evil die. And the last thing I will fix is death. And we will live together, know our kids, know our family members, and we will live together 18 and 21 years old forever. You know what I'm saying? Women gonna be 18, men gonna be 21. No, I ain't gonna do it like that. I'm gonna say women, no, the body stops at 18. And no, the body stops at 21. And everybody go to 21 and stop at 21 and live forever. No more dying. You ain't gonna be able to die. I ain't gonna be able to stick you with nothing. I ain't gonna be able to just go through you or something, and it won't feel it. You won't feel it. You won't have this kind of skin, but you will have something you can see, like my grandfather did when he came to me and sit on my bed. And he was a ghost, but he was still at the age that he was when he died. And I didn't understand. I didn't want to, talk to him. But I want you to teach me how to be you, Pawpaw. I'm talking to you, Papa Babe. And you can come see me anytime now. I believe I'm in reality now. The real reality. Nita's real reality. She think I don't know. I ain't crazy. Ain't nothing wrong with me. I'm the best. You know what I'm saying? Let me call my daughter, see what she doing. Night, night. Night, night. Night, night. Night, night.
What's that?
I ain't nothing to it, pretty girl. Shoes. Just sitting up here tripping.
What you tripping at? Let me find out you smoke.
Y'all be getting mad at me for crazy stuff.
What?
Shoes, I'm good at what I do. I'm good at smoking.
Are you smoke?
Yep. Yep. That's what I'm good at. That's what I'm mastering. I'm getting masters in smoking weed. I'm getting my masters.
I'm already being graduated. I'm trying.
Like I say, I already graduated. Yeah. Shoes, I can't wait to go back to work. I had said, Nike, that I can just go back to work now. I ain't scared to go back to work. John them ain't gonna be the boss no more. I'm the boss. So
You know that you gotta have a boss.
I'm gonna have a boss because I'm gonna tell them the only thing I want to do is walk around and talk to people and make sure everybody all right. That's the job title I want. To make sure everybody all right on the job. And then I'm gonna go in there and every plant, I'm gonna make sure they got a cafeteria where people can go get something to eat, and you don't even have to buy it because everybody got a gold card, remember? So we just gonna hire people to cook food in there and stuff for the people that's in the plant. And when you work for me, Nike, you can take an hour and 15-minute break. You know what I'm saying?
That's too long of a break. You ain't getting nothing done.
No, you gonna have people covering your job. When you go somewhere, people gonna cover your job. You know what I'm saying? And then it's an hour and 15-minute lunch because we used to sneak and get our hour in. But then ain't nobody gonna be putting pressure on you to get this done too fast and all this and that because ain't nobody worried about money no more. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm gonna get a cafeteria in the plant and I'm gonna get a barbershop for Jeremy in the plant. And I might even get you a hair salon in the plant.
I don't want to work in the plant.
Well, you can get a hair salon out here, you know what I'm saying? And a studio. We're gonna get a studio. We're gonna get a family studio. I gotta get with James Wall, the one did my music. I don't see him online where he got no business no more, but I gotta go to his house and see if he still lived there and go talk to him about doing me some more music. Yeah, but then I'm gonna go back to work. I'm gonna call John and Ernest when I get a phone, and they didn't heard me talking, so I'm gonna go on back to the planet. I'm just gonna walk around. I ain't gonna be no welder, no helper, nothing. I'm just gonna walk around as a safety man. And I don't need no papers to be no safety man. I was a safety man at Dow the whole time I was there. So I was a dog safety man. So if I was a dog safety man, that give me 30 years experience at safety. So why I can't be safety? I'm a safety man when I'm on the job anyway. All people are safety men. When you come in the plant, you got to learn to be a safety man. So why can't I go to safety council to learn all that stuff all the time? Why I can't just automatically become a safety man? Ernest and John know I can, but then they act like I couldn't do that. They couldn't do that. That's not the way things was done. And I tried to get John to make me a foreman one time, and he didn't want to hear my recording and stuff because he knew I was telling him the truth. You know what I'm saying? He want to make things like it's like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna make things like it's like this. You know what I'm saying? Putting people, the first that became last, and the last has become first, Nike. So all the businesses of the world is guess who's, Nike?
Who?
Mine.
I'm trying to see if you can stay on if I do so.
So you know everybody done heard the word. So it's time to react. Now, when you gonna take me to the car lot to get my car?
See, that's what I'm saying.
No, man, no. I'm asking you when you gonna take your daddy to the car lot to pick up a car.
I ain't taking you to no car lot.
Now, what if this the car lot telling you, Nike, Auntie, bring your daddy to the car lot? We got a free car for him wherever you bring him to. If you bring us a video saying that you coming to bring your daddy God to get a car. That's all we want to hear you say, Nike.
Ain't nobody gonna believe you. What?
Nike, you finna be driving in something costs about $400,000, girl. No, you don't need no nursing license. Really? You can be a nurse. Just go up to the hospital and tell them you want to be a nurse. You're going to school right now. And you want to be a nurse. You can be a nurse's helper until you become a nurse. So then you can just change your job now and work in something you like to do while you waiting to go to school for it. And it'll be easier to go to school for it while you working in it, talking to the people. Understand? So won't you go get a job at the hospital, Nike?
Good. I can't get it. I gotta be able to make as much as I'm making at Frontier.
I just told you I'm gonna give you a gold card with all the money on it. So okay. Say for instance, we do go into that system where you got a gold card with all the money and you could work where you want to work. Where would you work then? Where would you work then, Nike?
I probably would work at a hospital.
Well, go get you a hospital job because we got to go to the bank. We got to go to the bank tomorrow and get this money.
I ain't going to the bank till I see the money on the app first.
On the what?
On the app saying that we got enough.
No, man, you gotta go to the bank. You ain't helping me. You ain't helping me. We gotta take this video to the thing. Nike, I'll tell y'all something else. Y'all gonna go all the way to the end. I'm trying to do an end to my movie, man. I'm tired of talking. I'm tired of messing with y'all shoes. I'm ready.
All right, well, you know, a movie, you don't even really movie. You just act like we on it.
Huh?
And then when you get ready to make the movie, we'll just let them know we coming and acting like they gonna give you a car.
They better give my car. They better not be acting like they gonna call the police or stuff like that. They better not be acting like that. They better act like they know I'm God when I walk in there. And they better be like, "How you doing, sir? You know what I'm saying? They better be like that, like that. You know what I'm saying? And my daughter Nike gonna come in with a crown on her head and get whatever she want when she want it. You ain't ready for that, Nike? Just go to the store and pick the furniture you want, and somebody come deliver the furniture and set it up in your house for you. You ain't gotta pack it all and get no U-Haul and stuff. The company bring it to you and put it up for you. See, when I give everybody money, everybody just gonna work for God, Nike. Everybody gonna work for the love of what they want to do. Huh?
I'm trying to study this book, and you want to talk about God. Have you tried calling Kate? Try calling her and talk to her.
Oh, Nike, you some here.
I'm not talking about.
I'm shoes. I want some Burger King right now, and I ain't got no money, and I ain't got no car.
So what you want me to do?
Take me to the bank so we can get the gold card, and then take me to the dealership so I can pick out my car. I got the footage that they gonna listen to, that they gonna say they gonna give us the car, Nike. This is a movie I'm making, and I'm finished with the movie. The end of the movie is when we go get our car. I seen that in the dream. You know what I'm saying? You know, you remember when that girl and her baby daddy and her baby daddy brother died in the fire in Lake Jackson. You remember that? I remember I saw that in a vision, and I saw the girl and the baby walk out on the balcony while it was burning, and then for some reason she didn't want it. She was either scared to jump off, you know what I'm saying, with the baby, and she just turned around and walked back in the building to be burned. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I saw that in a vision. That's going to be in my movie because that's the way it happened. I saw it the way it happened. I saw her walk out on the balcony with the baby and then was scared to jump off or something. And she just loved her husband and his brother so much. She just walked back in there with the baby and burned up with him. Yeah. 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 But you know they was trying to kill me anyway, Nike.
Daddy.
Huh?
Can I call you back?
Why you want me to call you back?
Because I need to finish. I need to focus on this.
All right.
All right.
All right. You ain't want to be my friend.
I love you. You know I love you. Right now, I need to focus on this.
All right, but it ain't for money because you already got money. If you focus on taking me to the bank, get your mind out the gutter, girl, and take your daddy to the bank. Ain't no more devil. That's a dead name. My name Christopher now. So you study for something you love to do and go get your job tomorrow, and you go get your card so you can come get me to get my card. Now, this the bank talking to you, Nike.
All right, I gotta go, okay?
All right. Bye. Nike don't want to talk to me. See, when you talking to somebody about some real stuff, they don't want to hear no real stuff because they don't believe it's true. And they scared that somebody will call the police on them or say they crazy when they come to collect. But man, I told y'all got all the money in the world. Adam, you can go to the plant at any time and tell them your name at the entrance. And any plant all over the world gonna see you and know you Adam Jackson, and they gonna know you God, and they gonna let you in. You know what I'm saying? This any plant, because every plant gotta watch this video right here when you come to our plant. You know what I'm saying? Because safety is a must, and this is safety. God is safety. And anybody that can't watch God, you know what I'm saying, ain't about safety. And Dow Chemical, you damn sure not about safety. Because you knew Adam Jackson and never showed him film on it. You know what I'm saying? Mario said y'all show Kent Green's movie, but you don't show Jackson's movie. You don't have a movie about Jackson. But Jackson was one of the ones that died. But y'all can't have no movie on him because y'all don't want to give him no money. White, racist, supremacist people. You know what I'm saying? Donald Trump, you involved in that too, ain't you? You know what I'm saying? This God.
False doctrine that people are trying to back with scripture. He's saying that he's bringing things that can be backed by scripture that are of him, but we have to use wisdom and discernment in who we support that may be coming with these ideas that are not common, but were common, when Christianity began in the early church. So it's going to be exciting times ahead, my friends. I'm excited about it because just being someone who's a nonconformist who likes to challenge thinking and traditions, and still finding myself challenged by some of the things Jesus said, it's exciting for me. It makes me it makes me want to get on with it. I want to see what the Lord is going to share with us and introduce to us that is of him. It's important that we test the spirits, that we seek God, and that we use wisdom and discernment, and not just accept every doctrine that is radical and seems great and maybe might be backed by scripture if we're able to just tweak it and twist it a bit. None of that. God is saying that whatever it is that he's going to bring is going to be backed by scripture. You're going to be able to understand and discern and see the fruit of the people that bring these things, and on all these ideas that they bring. So it's really exciting times ahead. He gave me the scripture, 2 Peter, let's see, sorry, I just have to scroll down. 1 Peter, 2 verse 6 to 10. And I'm reading from the New International Version. For in scripture it says, "See, I lay a stone in Zion, a chosen and precious cornerstone, and the one who trusts in him will never be put to shame. Now to you who believe, the stone is precious. But to those who do not believe, the stone the builders rejected has become the cornerstone, and a stone that causes people to stumble, and a rock that makes them fall." There are many who claim to be Christian, who claim to follow the Lord, who will stumble. They're not going to get it. They're so rigid in their thoughts and their ideas and in their religious ways that. And they are religious more than relationship people. They don't have a relationship with the Lord. They have a relationship with their religion and sticking to the law and all of that. And they don't know the Lord. And God is saying that they will stumble because the stone will cause them to stumble. They stumble because they disobey the message of Lord, which is also what they were destined for. Jesus, Lord Jesus, have mercy. But you are a chosen people, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, God's special possession, that you may declare the praises of him who called you out of darkness into his wonderful light, my friends. Once you were not a people, but now you are the people of God. Once you had not received mercy, but now you have received mercy. God also showed me how we should stop looking at people and thinking that they have it together, and instead be operating more from the Spirit. There are people that look like they have their stuff together, like they are walking the walk. They say the right things, they do the right things, but it's all just impractical. It doesn't work. It's not coming together. The fruits are not there. And then there are people that are radical, that walk with the Lord, that have relationship with Him, that stand out tall and powerful and different. And God is saying that's what He's calling you to be. The last scripture that I have for you is Matthew 16, verse 18 to 19, and I'm going to read from the Passion Translation. And it says, I give you the name Peter. So Jesus was talking to Peter here. I give you the name Peter, a stone. And this truth of who I am will be the bedrock foundation on which I will build my church. The truth of who Jesus is the foundation on which Jesus will build His church. Jesus is building His church on the truth of who He is. Find out. If you don't know, you need to find out. For some of you who are watching this, you fall into the category of the people who are not focused on the right thing, who are bickering and moaning and groaning and trying to accuse people and seeking out error in everything and not focused on the right thing. And God is saying to you, find out who I am. Jesus says, find out who I am, because upon the truth of who I am is where the church will be built.
Now, I'm talking to all the IRS and the bank system. Y'all people got jobs. You know what I'm saying? You got jobs. Now, what God is doing is just giving everybody everything and really shutting y'all down. Really, I don't need you. I don't need banks and I don't need the IRS for what I'm doing, because nothing costs nothing no more. You know what I'm saying? Everything is for the love of God. You know what I'm saying? Everything is for the love of God from now on. Money is something that we're getting rid of. Is that what you fussing about, Nita? Because I don't need nobody telling me what to do all day. You know what I'm saying? While I'm working, doing my job. You know what I'm saying? And I can have a job just walking around the plant. You know what I'm saying? Loving every day. Just making sure all the workers are all right. I'm the plant overseer. I'm the plant guard. You can just call me the plant guard and just call me Adam LaTroy Jackson by my name. And I won't be God to y'all, but I will be a title of God. I will wear a title of God, but I will be God to y'all because I am the title, God. And I'll walk around your plant sometime. I'll just show up, me and my friends, to walk through the plant and come talk to the operators and come talk to the, people running the plant, the engineers and stuff, because I don't need an owner and a CEO and all that, because I am the owner and CEO, John and Ernest. And y'all fire watchers, if you come out there to work, and you must work till you're 65. So if you want to get your own business and try that, you can do that. But ain't nobody going to do business with nobody who low down and dirty. You know what I'm saying? Like one time, I remember me and Kent was sitting there talking before he died, before me and him was in the accident. And we was in the control room, and Jerry Frazier was sitting behind Kent. And I could see Jerry Frazier, but Kent, Jerry Frazier and Kent see me, but he was behind Kent. So Kent couldn't see him. Kent could see me. And me and Kent was talking, and Kent knew I was a welder before I became an operator. So Kent say, man, why don't we go into business, man? I spend some money on some welding machines and stuff. And then, you be my welder, you know what I'm saying? And we'll make some we'll make some barbecue pits and stuff like that. And Jerry Frazier was sitting behind Ken, and he said, like, no, no, no. Don't do no business with Kent, because Kent was real prejudiced, you know what I'm saying? That's why I think now that ain't nobody came to see me or talk to me, I don't really think Kent did. You know what I'm saying? I think they just told me that. You know what I'm saying? Because Kent didn't want nobody to see his head, because his head was burnt. They could have lied to me and told me that he died. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't want me talking, because I was telling the truth. And that's why Dow didn't want me talking about it, because Kent probably didn't die. And that's when I heard that saying that God told me that white men turn black if you leave them, you know, too long before burying them. And that somebody told me that. And they said they buried Kent 4 days later. Now, Kent could be dead, but I don't think Kent dead, because Kent just didn't want to be seen with his head burned up. You know what I'm saying? He was ashamed of it. You know what I'm saying? But I asked Kent, where your hard hat? And he said, it's downstairs. You know what I'm saying? And it brought me the remembrance of when me and him was I was introducing the blue card, and I told him about it, and he threw it across the room and said, I've been in this plant over 14 years and never been in an accident. You know what I'm saying? And then the one accident me and him was in together killed him, supposedly killed him. But he was that type of person. So when I asked him about his hard hat, he said, it's downstairs. And I kept working. And I should have stopped right there and said, I ain't going to go no more until you go get your hard hat. And I might have saved his life if he'd have went to get that hard hat. You know what I'm saying? If he'd have went to get that hard hat, I might have saved his life, because he wouldn't have went down that ladder and that stuff wouldn't have got on him. You know what I'm saying? I'd have got the stuff on me, and he'd have heard me hollering, I'd have ran, and I'd have been saved. Then Dow might have took care of me if I wasn't in the accident with a white man. But the way I see it, Dow Chemical could be lying about Kent Green dying, and then Kent Green really lived and they just moved him somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't want to give me no money as a black man. And Ron Paul was totally against black people. And Ron Paul daddy was totally against black people. So that could have been the plot against me, you know what I'm saying, to get a Green family all that money and then not give me no money. Because Kent said, you know, before we, you know, when we was in the hospital, he said, Dog gonna take care of us, man. But he lied to me, you know what I'm saying. Dog didn't take care of me at all. You know what I'm saying? Dog didn't mess with me at all. So that lead me to believe if me and Kent both would have lived, then if they wouldn't be lying to me and saying Kent died, then they'd have been forced to give me money. But they didn't want to be forced to give me money. That's the same way Rebecca Murphy, my lawyer, she got me to fire the black attorneys that I had in Dallas and hire her. And then she led me for 2 years to the end of the statute of limitation, till the last 2 weeks of the statute of limitation. And she wrote me a letter saying, what she say? I can no longer represent you. It's interfering with my other clients. And Dow Chemical was her other clients. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't know Dow Chemical was her other clients, but she boldly wrote me a letter and pretty much said, fuck you, nigger. That's what she was saying when she said, you know, it's interfering with my other clients, the white people. You know what I'm saying? So Rebecca Murphy, you don't really owe me $400 billion. You did a couple of years ago. But since you didn't have the money, your soul gonna go to hell anyway until you come get on your knees in front of me and ask me for my forgiveness, if you still living. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't come ask for my forgiveness, and the people that had something to do with my life with Dow Chemical, if they don't come ask me forgiveness, and all other people that messed over me in my life don't ask me forgiveness like that white man. You know what I'm saying? When I was working in the plant, Ed Johnson, I used to be in the smoke pen with the white people, and he'd come up there and make everybody leave the smoke pen. You know what I'm saying? Because I was in there. I could leave, and then the white people start gathering up in there again, then a few Mexicans. He'll never stop and say nothing to them. You know what I'm saying? But then as soon as I walk up to that smoke pen as a black man, then he'll stop and say something and make everybody leave the smoke pen. You know what I'm saying? And then one time, a fitter, you know, was waiting on a welder. And then he said he was going to send me. And that fitter said, I ain't going to work for that fucking nigger. And then when he said that, his foreman fired him. So when his foreman fired him, they was going to fight after work. You know what I'm saying? Because he wanted to fight him for firing him, for saying nigger, calling me a nigger. And it was a white dude that fired him. So my general foreman, Ed Johnson, he got mad at me and said, now I see you got your white man fired. You know, now I want to see some work out you. That's what he told me. Now I want to see some work out you. You know what I'm saying? And then when it came down to it, I ain't do nothing to him. Then a foreman gonna lie and say that I hit him from the back and made him and his friend have a wreck. You know what I'm saying? And I passed by the wreck. I saw the wreck, but I was in a totally different line. The wreck had already went down. And the police was standing there. And this white man that's going to hell if he ain't already there, because I know this God, they gotta go to hell. They're my souls and spirits. Ed Johnson too, he in hell, Adam, if he living. And he in hell, Adam, if he dead. Because he was your enemy. And then he gonna lie to Ed Johnson and say, that I hit them from the back and made them hit the other person, and then I just took off. Oh man, he just told that big lie. And then Ed Johnson had it against me, and then it was some messed up wells in the rack. He gonna say they was mine, and they wasn't mine. I ain't never left no messed up wells nowhere. And then he said I had to go clean them up. So I went up there and he said, if they yours, you gonna clean them up. So I went up there and they wasn't mine. And I told the lead man they wasn't mine. And we went back down and he told Ed Johnson, hey, they not his. That's another stencil. He told him the other stencil number. And then he just took off. He was mad because they wasn't mine. And I wasn't going to fix them. Then he came back and I told him, I said, hey, man, either fire me or lay me off. You know, I was talking to Ed Johnson. I say, either fire me or lay me off. And he gonna tell me, I can't fire you because we hiring pipe welders. And I can't lay you off because it's not your well. So go up there and just finish fixing them. You know what I'm saying? And me being an employee, needing my money, I ain't want to let the white man take my money. So I went on up there and did the job. But, you know, if I'd have fought him, I'd have got fired. You know what I'm saying? So God took care of his ass. He either in hell or going. You know what I'm saying? Ed Johnson, I'm talking to you. the black man that used Adam Jackson, that was a welder. You know, when Herman Jackson had the welding school in the plant, and that's what I want, a welding school in every plant. You know what I'm saying? Just like Herman Jackson taught me how to weld, and I didn't need no certificate. I just went to work. That's the way I want it to be in the plant. And I want a barbershop in the plant. And I want cafeterias in the plant. You know what I'm saying? And I want people to be working comfortable where they can just get up and go to the store if they want to, and they building running right. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no privacy. All this privacy, you don't need all that privacy. Kids could walk down the road at the plant if they want to. You know what I'm saying? Big kids, you know what I'm saying? Well, it ain't no room for kids to be walking with big machinery coming down the road and all that. But you got people blocking the roads and making sure ain't nobody in the way when stuff like that going on. So stop being all private about your plant. You know what I'm saying? Phillips 66. It wasn't nothing wrong with people coming back and forth to the store and stuff like that. But y'all had to do away with the store and all that there so employees couldn't be going to the store and stuff. So I'm going to change all that. I'm going to put a store back out there close to the plant where everybody can leave the plant and go to the store. It ain't going to be no more such thing as contractors. When you come in for shutdowns with us, that's a job. Shutdowns is a job, and it is a plant job now. So John Veslavic and the way y'all had things running with JV and all that's deleted. Ain't no more performance, JV, Zachary, all them jobs we don't have no more. If you're a pipe fitter, boiler maker, welder, fire watch, laborer, you work for the plant itself, and we give you, you know, you just work for the plant. It ain't like you working for money no more, because God giving us all the money. So we just work for the plant, and the plant is going to be like a home, you know what I'm saying, away from home. And you going to be able to work shift work. We not going to work no more than 8 hours. And we going to go home to our families. And we not getting married. It's too many problems with marriage. You know what I'm saying? So we not getting married. But we going to have friends, and we going to love them friends. And when we do so-called get married and we have a baby together, we can live together forever if you want to. Just don't call it a marriage. Call it we together. You know what I'm saying? Or I take that back. You could call it married. But everybody that's single know that if a woman tell you she married, walk away, man. Don't even talk about, but y'all get along good. Shut the fuck up. Get your ass away from the goddamn woman if she married. And then women, same way. If a man say he married, try not to mess with him. But then if you want to mess with him, you can mess with him. You know what I'm saying? No, fuck that. Fuck that. If you get married, if you're a dumbass man and you get married from now on and you cheat on a woman, you going to hell just like a goddamn woman is. So choose your choice. If you want to stay married and cheat, you're going to go to hell. But then if you stay single and just be with your girlfriend and call it girlfriend, boyfriend, I'll let whatever you do slide, man or woman. So stay boyfriend and girlfriend if you think you're going to be cheating on each other. But if you ain't, then you think you can live together with a motherfucker forever, then marry him. Get the paperwork. Be stupid as hell. Go on, because that's all that is a trap. Marriage is a trap. You know what I'm saying? And I can prove all my stuff biblically. So TD Jakes and all them, more power to you. But I ain't like y'all. I'm God, T.D. Jakes. Like I say, I told God I wanted to be like T.D. Jakes, and God told me, you gonna be better. And now God, it's just like God then shot you up. You the stars, Adam. T.D. Jakes a man on earth. You the stars. T.D. Jakes just a man on earth. All he is skin with a name. You his spirit, you his soul, you his everything. And he couldn't even come see you. Couldn't even come holler at you.
I'm going to read that again. And this truth of who I am will be the bedrock foundation on which I will build my church, my legislative assembly. And the power of death will not be able to overpower it. I will give you the keys of heaven's kingdom realm to forbid on earth that which is forbidden in heaven. Praise the Lord. And to release on earth that which is released in heaven. Friends, this is a serious message. There's going to be a lot of change. It's going to be radical. With upheaval, with change comes upheaval, comes chaos. And God is saying, be ready. Be grounded. Be established. Be firmly established in me, in the truth of who I am, says Jesus Christ. Because things are about to get shaky and rattled up. And yeah, some will stand and some will fall. Friends, I pray that this message has blessed you, and I just thank the Lord for everything, for where He's taking us. Some of it may appear scary, but it's not. He's got us. He's taking care of us. He takes care of the ones who are faithful to Him, who are obedient. You are protected, and He loves you so much. So instead of being fearful, trust Him and buckle up those shoes and do what you're called to do. Friends, I love you. Thank you for your support on this channel. Thank you for the emails. Again, for those who are new and don't really have context with regards to the emails, I take emails. I take prayer requests via email, and my email address is in the description box below. Unfortunately, I cannot respond or I cannot reply to every single email, but I do, however, read every single email, and I pray for each one of you who sends me an email. Please know that you're not being ignored. Know that I am praying for you, and that the Lord loves you, and He's got your back, and He really wants to hear from you. As much as I enjoy praying for you, He also wants to hear from you. So go and spend some time with Him, press into Him, and let Him minister to you and to speak to you about those things which are pressing in your life, and also find out what's pressing for Him. And yeah, let's move forward with that. Let's focus on what the Lord wants us to be focused on, what is pressing for Him, and let's do this work. Friends, I love you. Know that you serve a good, wonderful, loving Father, and you are so deeply special to Him.
There's no shadow you won't light up, mountain you won't climb up, coming after me. There's no wall you won't kick down, lie you won't tear down, coming after me. Okay, I am finally back in the States doing live video. It seems like it's been months. It's been about a month. But I am really, really excited to be back. If you guys want to take a look at some of what went on while I was in Africa, I spent like 5 hours doing a vlog from the Kenya section of our trip to Africa. You can see that on my YouTube channel, Destiny Stores, or you can look at my Facebook page. It's there. It's also in a link in my Instagram profile right now. And so take a look at that. It's really, really short. It's 20 minutes. I made it short on purpose because I know people have a lot to do. But if you're interested at all in and what marriage, ministry, and motherhood put together look like. Check out that vlog. So I have a word from the Lord tonight. Hey, Misha, Sean, you guys, let me know where you're watching from. I want you to share this. I want you to tag some people. I want you to share this because I'm going to be doing some deliverance prayers. I'm going to be speaking what God has put on my heart. And I think that it's going to be powerful. I'm excited. I've been praying these prayers this evening. I prayed them yesterday evening, and I thought, I need to get on and pray these with other people. These are going to be some powerful prayers. Hey, Olivia from Houston. So while some people are hopping on, while you guys are sharing this, I am just going to say hi to people I haven't seen in a while. Luann, Tennessee. I have a word for February, which I'm probably going to deliver tomorrow. So this is a forerunner for tomorrow's word. This is part of this season's word. And I think delivering this word and doing these prayers are important for what the Lord is wanting to do in the month of February. I think I shared Jojo Johnson, a word that he posted on his wall today, because it was just something that the Lord has really, really been speaking to me. And I preached about it in Africa about the importance of basically stewarding well what we've been given, because we're entering a season where God is just, he's elevating people. He is giving people more responsibility. He's unloading gifts from heaven on people. People's vision is increasing. People's discernment is increasing. Opportunities are coming, doors are opening. There's just an acceleration in the kingdom of God going on right now. Hey, Angela, Cheryl, Chuck, you guys share this, tag some people, because I'm going to prophesy and then I'm going to pray. There's really going to be a prayer section of this, because I think that it is important that I pray with you guys. So I heard the Lord speak one thing to my heart, and it was the purge. And, and digging into this, I'm studying in the Old Testament right now. And over and over again, like in 1st, 2nd Samuel and Chronicles, 1st, 2nd Kings, talking about the kings of Israel, the kings of Judah, a godly king would come in. He would realize, he would have a heart towards God, and he would realize what the people were doing, what his ancestors had done, turning away from God, turning away from his laws, going their own way, worshiping idols, and doing all these evil in the sight of the Lord. And the godly king would come in authority, and he'd have to destroy all these things that people would do. And they tear down the Asherah poles, and they would tear down the high places, and they would get the junk out of the temple. And so when the Lord spoke purge to me, I knew exactly what he was talking about, because of what I've been reading so much. It's just on my heart a lot. And I have been reading about Hezekiah, who was a godly king today. And I think that this story in 2nd Chronicles, you can read about it like 2nd Chronicles 29, 30, 31, 32, and a little bit in 33. The story of Hezekiah the king, because he was a godly king. He purged Israel. He purged the nation. Judah. He was king of Judah, but he purged the nation of the idols. He purged. He got out the book of the law, which hadn't been read in forever. And Lord God, I pray that you would just help me deliver this from your heart. I pray, God, that you would just put the very words that you would have me speak in my mouth. I just humble myself before you, God. If you do not breathe life into this word, it will not cause the same effect as if your spirit empowers me to do this. So I just acknowledge my own weakness to deliver your word, your way, and offer myself as a vessel. God, I thank you. I thank you for the word that you put on my heart. I thank you for the prayers that you have been pressing on me to pray for myself, pray for the people, pray for my partners, pray for my family. And Lord, I pray that the same power that's been on me today as I've been interceding in my secret place, God, that it would just pour forth through me, and that it would break. It would be a cause of breaker anointing to break forth and to break people free, and to help people, to prepare people for the season of elevation, to prepare people for the season of increase. Lord God, I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. The Lord spoke to me in February, and in this season right now, this is a season where there is a change in people's perspective. And just like these kings, when they would come in and all this evil would be going on, God has people that are after his own heart, that he is bringing up. You and me, people after God's own heart, that he is bringing up and positioning. And I know many of you can attest to this. You are seeing things differently. You are seeing things differently. You're seeing the way things are being done, or you're seeing needs that need to be met, and you're beginning to understand that God wants to use you as part of the solution. You're beginning to see more than ever of what God can do through one person, and I feel like there's just a wave of faith coming over the people of God, and a fear of the Lord that's coming on the people of God. That's just a reverence and an awe and a quickening of this new era that we're entering into. That the time is just, it seems to be, things are speeding up. And God is wanting to do a lot in a little bit of time, and that he's not being confined in time. I was prophesying about the time thing and for the last month and a half, and God is just saying he's breaking the confines of time off people, because he has great and mighty things he wants to do in the earth, and he just needs one person to come in a situation, in a ministry, with a vision. He needs people, and he's calling people with like an apostolic anointing to build things, to birth things, to be leaders in industries, and to be leaders in churches and in ministries and in their families. And that doesn't mean you have to be like a born leader that has 20,000 people following you. God is saying he's bringing in people and giving them vision and giving them innovative ideas to build kingdom things for kingdom purposes, for kingdom people with kingdom purposes. And some of the purging that needs to be done within us, it starts with us. You know, when King Hezekiah, a lot of times with this new perception comes a new understanding. Things that were fine in the last season, things that didn't seem like a problem in the last season, things that you didn't even begin to think you could be free from, or that you could believe.
You know, money, the love of money is the root of all evil. Ain't nothing wrong with the money, and I'm gonna end money with just that. Ain't nothing wrong with money. But the reason I'm gonna put an end to money is because the love of the money is the root of all evil. Now we do things out of love. You know what I'm saying? Now we do things out of love. You know what I'm saying? Now we do things out of love. So what we gonna do is purge the world of money. And if we purge the world of money and we get rid of money and purge the world by love, see, the world been purged, wasn't purged at all. Money was killing y'all. Ron Paul and his daddy, man, them wicked people, man. Look what they did to Adam Jackson. You know what I'm saying? And that's just my life. Look what Dow Chemical did to me, and that's just my life. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to get them back because I got the plant now. It ain't about money no more. I done took money away, but thanks be to God that he allowed Dow Chemical to mess over me to be able to write a letter to y'all and tell y'all that I was going to get God. You know what I'm saying? And they probably threw that letter away. You know what I'm saying? And that's probably why y'all ain't never came to me, because Dog Chemical always talking. You know what I'm saying? But they ain't nothing no more. Dead people going to hell. Ron Paul is daddy. But the kids I'm gonna save. But that Ron Paul and daddy, them souls and spirits don't need to live again. You know what I'm saying? This God talking. This ain't no man. You know what I'm saying? Talking to you, Ron Paul, you and your daddy, low down ass motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna get paid by love. Money ain't got nothing to do with life no more. When you can't pay the internet nothing to do nothing no more. You do things for people because that's your business. Now, your Norton has expired today. So Norton, you're a company that works for money. You know what I'm saying? Won't you put an antivirus on my computer right now? You know what I'm saying? Out of love and no money. Because I'm giving you all the money now. The money yours. All the money of the world, not just $49.95 or your other package to where you could do more stuff for me for a higher price, or you could do this for me for a higher price. We need Norton, and I thank you for coming up with the business, and I thank you for using money to do what you did. But don't be putting viruses on people's shit so they'll have to come to you. Like my computer, sometime it'll say your computer is frozen, call this number. If you call that number, that's the goddamn suspect. That's who fucked your computer up. The person who left you the number to call them. They the ones that's the scam artists. So don't even mess up nobody's computer no more. Nobody mess up nobody's computer. And an antivirus is free at charge because we doing it out of love. God gave us all the money. This the antivirus protection. So soon, God, you'll be able to just get the antivirus protection for free. Just like it was when the internet first started. A lot of things was free. And then they start charging for them. But you can't charge nobody if everybody got all the money. So why would you charge? Why would you put a price on anything if you're not going to make no money? If making money is ludicrous, if making money is stupid, that's the stupidity of human beings. Money was the stupidity of human beings.
For this season, God's given you a new vision, He's given you a new perception, and you're seeing things differently. It's going to cause you also to have a greater reverential fear and awe of the Lord, because you're seeing Him more clearly. You're seeing Him and how He sees the situation more clearly. And so a lot of times that'll cause you to like rend your clothes, rip your robes like Hezekiah when he realized what is he that the priest brought him the book of the law and it hadn't been read in so long, he didn't even understand how far off base he was. And so God is bringing a new perception about ourselves. Whereas like some people, this might be for you, you might be somebody who in a relationship, in a situation, you felt like a victim, you felt like, underneath the situation, underneath the circumstances, and the Lord's given you a new perception, a new understanding about your power, about who He is in you, who He is through you, how He's working all through these things, how He's allowed it for your good. So you're hearing these things, you're comprehending it, and then you're recognizing, if I'm still underneath this thing, and I still feel underneath this thing, I've been going on to 3 months, 3 years, 30 years, however long, then you come to understand that there might be something that in you that God is trying to purge. Okay? And so when you have a deeper understanding, a deeper perception of God, and He gives you a new mindset and new vision, it is empowering. It is super empowering. What God is doing in changing people's vision and giving them eyes to see like never before and giving them greater discernment than ever before. It's an empowering thing that he's doing because he wants to empower his people to understand that with God, when, if you've been relying on the arm of the flesh, the Old Testament talks about the arm of the flesh, the arm of the flesh, the arm of the flesh. These kings that would try to go in and fight their battles, and they would rely on these other armies. They would rely on their treaties with other people. They would have their own battle strategies. They'd have pride. They relied on their armies, their horses, whatever it is, and they failed. And God is saying he wants us to grow, to go, not even grow, because it's a purge. And the definition of purge, it's something that happens quickly. Let me read it to you. Purge. An abrupt or violent removal. That's a noun. Rid someone or something of an unwanted quality, condition, or feeling. Remove a group of people considered undesirable from an organization or place in an abrupt or violent way. So purge isn't like something we're growing into. Purge is like God saying right now, during this broadcast, during this prayer, we're going to be praying for the Lord to purge us of the idols, to purge us of the sin, to purge us of the things that weigh us down and entangle us, because we need to run with endurance the race that's before us, that God has given us vision, that God has given us words for 2020, that God has placed a faith within us to see these things come to pass. And we have got to look at the Word of God, which is so powerful. And example after example after example, like why would they write down every king and what they did? And this king didn't follow the Lord, this king did follow the Lord. Because when you look at them, we are priests to our God. He has made us sons and daughters of the Most High God. We are royalty. So we have this authority like the kings in the Old Testament. We can come into a situation, and God has placed us there to rule and reign with Christ in the heavenly realms over these situations, over the things. And when the king would do bad, everybody under them would do bad. When the king would turn, everybody else would start worshiping idols. When the king would turn good, he would purge. And so he not just purged for himself, he would rend his clothes. King Hezekiah was like, why is this happening? I cannot believe I've just ignored all this stuff, and just fall on his face before God and repent. And then the Lord would lift them up. The people would just serve idols. I mean, some of the trials that we have been through, some of the things that we have been through have got us to the place where we are now. I know I've had, 3 miscarriages in the past year. Those were difficult things, and they purged me of some things. A lot of times, and I'm not somebody who thinks everything bad that happens is just a punishment that you've had to have done something wrong, but God says he uses those trials to bring discipline, to purge us of things, to draw us closer to himself. And when we go through hard stuff, one of the first things we do is look, and is there any idols? Like, is there any idols that we're going to? Is there anything that we turn to? Any false comforters? And the Lord is saying, turn to me with your whole heart. Seek me with your whole heart. Purge yourself of mediocrity. Purge yourself of fear. Purge yourself of lust. Purge yourself of greed. Purge yourself of jealousy. Purge yourself of despondency.
Think about it. Ain't no such thing as greed when everybody got all the money in the world. When the money system is gone, ain't no more greed. Ain't no more killing nobody for no money. What you gonna kill somebody for now? Would you kill somebody for killing for somebody? Because you love them so much? Are you they friend so much? Would you do it if you didn't need no money? Would you kill somebody for somebody if you didn't need no money? If you was rich as hell and God gave you everything, would you go and kill somebody for somebody? Like in a world like y'all got, 50 Cent say he can pay somebody $4,000 to get somebody killed. That's what kind of world 50 Cent stay in. He live in that kind of world. 50 Cent say he can do that. Because there's some people out there that love money, 50 Cent. Now, money ain't no more good. Because of you, 50 Cent, I'm going to say money ain't no more good. I don't want money in my world no more. If you work and you got products, just give your products away and do business for the sake of God, and I'll give you everything in the world you want. So just get businesses and get hire partners. When you go to the employment facility now, it's not employment facility, it's partnership facility. Now it's not Texas Workforce, it's Texas Partnership Program. Texas Partnership Program, where you go to get a job, but you're a partner with the company, because nobody is bigger than nobody no more. 50 Cent not bigger than y'all boys no more. Y'all rappers, y'all got all the money in the world. Just rap about some good shit and just get people to work with you. If you're a good enough person, somebody will work with you and get your videos made and get all that stuff done. We not working for money, lawyers. So if somebody call you needing help with something, please help them out. We don't even need lawyers no more. I tried to call one and told them I was God and I needed a lawyer to work on some entertainment stuff. And they said they was under the entertainment lawyers, but they said they didn't do that kind of work. I called about 3 or 4 lawyers. Didn't do that kind of work. You know what I'm saying? The world, the devil don't want to change. And that's y'all, because my devil changed. I killed the devil. You know what I'm saying? But y'all still got a devil. You'd rather work for money than me give you all the money. You know what I'm saying? But to y'all 10% tithe and offerings, that was under the law, TD Jakes. That ain't even something we should be working with no more. Because when Jesus died, he meant go and sell all you have and give to the poor. Then come follow me. And that way, everybody would have been giving money to the one place, and then everybody would have had money. But you didn't do it that way. You erred in the scriptures, talking about 10%. How the hell is 10% if Jesus asked the man to go sell everything, TD Jakes? And why would I listen to you every Sunday if you ain't gonna tell me the right thing? You know what I'm saying? You're gonna just keep me coming in for your stories, to listen to a man's stories. It's like you a movie star, TD Jakes. You not no preacher. You don't have no spirit or no soul that can automatically make things change like I do. You know what I'm saying? I just put my hand over it and don't say nothing, don't pray or nothing, and it just start up. You know what I'm saying? People fall out, I just put my hand on them, they just wake back up. You know what I'm saying? That's the way it happens to me. And just like my grandson almost lost his life, and I put my hand on him and he started coughing and, started breathing, and me and God healed him. Nita say I'm lying, but that's the way I did Nita. Nisha. She didn't need to breathe. She needed her leg healed. And you know the way it was, and you know the way it is now. It ain't supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be broke up. She's supposed to be walking with a brace. That's what the doctor said. But no, your husband was God, Nita. Now, everybody, y'all got all the money in the world from me. And I want y'all to keep all the money in the world. And never think that you broke. And people that's homeless, just go to the places that they sell in a house. If it's a house, first go get your car, homeless. If you got driver's license and know how to drive, go get your car. They free. Because everybody got all the money. First go to the bank, get your card. That's what I'm gonna use banks for, is to give you your card. That means the banks ain't gonna be banks, or the IRS not gonna be the IRS. It's gonna be a big Social Security place. Social Security, you know what I'm saying? And it's gonna take care of the Social Security. It's gonna take care of the birth certificates. It's gonna take care of the visas to go from country to country, and that's gonna be the old banks. You just gonna go there to get your stuff. You know, they gonna be in places throughout the world, so enough people can be able to go in enough places. That's the only reason I just won't use today's Social Security office to do everything, because we ain't got enough of today's Social Security office. So all the paperwork will be distributed from the Social Security office to all the banking systems. And IRS, taxes, we don't need y'all no more. That's not a job description. That's not a job description in heaven. Tax collectors, we don't even have them in heaven. You know what I'm saying? So if you was a tax collector, you was a sinner, but you're not a sinner no more, because now God giving everybody all the money, and it's not a sin to give away money or take money from people no more. It was a sin to take money away from people. That was a tax collector. Tax collectors, that was a sin. And government knew it was a sin. And government allowed it to keep going. Donald Trump and them allowed it to keep going. They ain't never tackled that. You know what I'm saying? Why you ain't tackle that, Donald Trump? That taxes was against the law of God, Donald Trump. Why you ain't know that? You know what I'm saying? Why you ain't, now that you know that, why you ain't declaring an emergency banking system shutdown? It's all Social Security now. And we get everything, birth certificate, Social Security card, ID card, everything from the banks. You know what I'm saying? We don't even need the Texas vehicle or the vehicle registration thing. You get your license from the bank. You know what I'm saying? You don't need a police to take you out to drive. All you need is a qualified partner, not an employee, that works for us to take you out on the road and show you how to drive and, you know, inspect you and give you a license. You know what I'm saying? The same people who teach you how to drive can give you a license now. You don't need to highway patrol no more. If you speeding, so what? You know what I'm saying? You kill yourself, that's on your own. But then don't kill yourself and don't be driving reckless. That's just an order from God. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna have no police and no highway patrolmen patrolling to see what you doing now. They stop nobody. Ain't no more company for that. Ain't no more company for highway patrolmen. Ain't no more company for that. Ain't no more. It's only company for a policeman, a constable to be in the area of a town. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I want is constables. And then they'll work the school zones and stuff like that to make sure people ain't flying down the school zone or flying down neighborhood streets. You know what I'm saying? Every now and then the constable can come out and go around. But if they get a call from somebody, the constable get a call from a home or something, then you go see what it is. It shouldn't be bad no more because everybody got money. So it shouldn't be no fighting or no arguing, because if you love somebody, you get with them. If you don't love them, don't waste their time, because that's the worst thing you can do is waste somebody's time, like TD Jakes wasting my time. And I'm up here talking about this stuff, and TD Jakes up there talking about in the next 10 years, it's going to be unemployment. Man, how is it going to be unemployment? It's going to be unemployment because people like TD Jakes don't want to run no companies no more if it's not about money. You know what I'm saying? See, he was talking about money all the time. Now it ain't about money.
Yourself. This is what I'm going to pray about. You guys share this tag to people. I'm just going to begin to pray and intercede, because this every time. I mean, one of the kings, he was in rebellion, all kinds of rebellion. He had sacrificed his own children, but we serve a merciful God. We serve a merciful God. He was merciful even then. He's always been. He's the same yesterday, today, and forever. And that king got sent out with a ring in his nose, yanked, into bondage, into captivity. He had done awful things, sacrificed his kids to other gods. And he remembered the Lord, the God of his ancestors, and he humbled himself and he repented, and God put him back on the throne. And he purged Israel of all the idols at that point and turned back to the Lord. And so,
well, money is the idol that I'm purging you from now. Money is the idol that I'm purging you from now. Money is the idol that I'm purging you from now. No more money is an idol. So you don't even look up to Jay-Z no more. If you look up to Jay-Z, it's about his creativity or the way he sings. It's not about his money. Because personally, I don't like the songs of Jay-Z, especially Lucifer. You know what I'm saying? He just totally disrespected God when he did that for money. You know what I'm saying? That's when I knew Jay-Z really wasn't on my side. And that's when I knew that the world wasn't on my side. When I heard Jay-Z say that. You know what I'm saying? The protest is over. Super Bowl watch party.
Hey, Amy here, and I'm coming to you today with the hopes that you are just a little better off after.
Listen, Mace, when you talk, I don't say a thing. When I talk, I want the same respect. Now, what I told you was, and what you didn't hear,
it's a natural reaction. They start mixing the facts in. They put their story with your story. Like that's really what happened. Women from buddies, fellas from buddies, women. It's a trait that's passed down from old heads right down to they children.
The Gene Deal Show, cooking and conversation.
hello? Yeah, who this? All right. It's Z. Yeah, this Z, what's up?
Yo, King, what's good? This Mace.
Mace, what's going on, Playboy?
Good, man. I wanted to talk to you, man, because number one.
You want me to put you on the show or what?
I mean, you can. You can. You on the show right now?
Yeah, I'm on my show right now, Mace.
Yeah, I don't mind. I just King, I know you. So, I mean, the first thing, I think, you, when you be saying stuff, I think you need to be more truthful, man, because you were there and you saw some things, but it seemed like you doing stuff for ratings and instead of just being real. If you're gonna tell people the truth, don't blemish my name and try to make your show look better. Tell the absolute truth, man.
How did I blemish your name, Mace?
I know, but you keep saying stuff like me and Diddy, like, you know I'm a real man. Like, why you got looking at me funny about what you saying, bro?
How I got somebody, hold up. How do I have somebody looking at you funny, Mace?
I mean, just straight up, because you know, like, you saying funny stuff about religion and all that, like me and him saying, like, yo, you know, I don't even play like that, bro.
Bro, let me tell you something.
Like,
Did I say you and him was praying together? Go ahead. I'm gonna let you talk.
I know you to be a real one. I know you to be a real one.
Go ahead.
I know you to be an upstanding guy. So I'm not expecting no funny business from you. Like, even in your show, you said some stuff about you and Puff was taking a picture with his dude shot Big before he even got killed. But you never really addressed that. So if you don't start addressing stuff, bro, address the real stuff, man. Don't be playing around, because this is not a game. This is people's life. And I'm the only one really willing to say something or to do something about it. I ain't hiding behind no YouTube and all of that.
So you saying, Mace, hold up. You saying that you know who I am. You know go ahead.
I'm saying in your video, where you said you took a picture with a nigga who shot Big. That's crazy.
Bruh.
You said you took a picture with him.
Bruh, you're not listening. Bruh, listen here. Mace, when you talk, I don't say a thing. When I talk, I want the same respect. Now, what I told you was, and what you didn't hear, was they showed me a picture of me, Puff, and the nigga who killed, that Lil C said killed Big.
Do you want to create sales quickly with products you don't even own? Listen, I want to give you this book for free right now. All you have to do is register.
The FBI said they saw the picture too. When they showed me the picture, they had the face blurred out. I didn't say I took a picture. I said the FBI. Yo, bro. I said the LAPD showed me a picture of me, Puff, and the nigga who shot Big. The Lucy said.
Why would you, Puff, and Big? Why would you and Puff be taking a picture with a dude who did that? That don't make no sense.
Because they showed me the picture. I don't know who took the picture. What do you mean? The nigga walked up the Puff car first. And I think, Puff was in the car. I was standing on the outside. This nigga was coming up down the drive. He was coming down the street. What are you talking about? So if you want to say something, Mace, tell us why you didn't go. Mace, why you didn't go to the party? Mace, why you didn't go to the party? Why you didn't go? Brandy told you told me that Brandy told you, let's go to the party. Why you didn't go to the party?
I didn't go to the party because all y'all seem like snakes. And I'm not going to
So, Mace, who told you? Mace, didn't I tell you? Listen to him, Mace. Did I tell you? Let's keep it 100. When you was riding around,
let me answer.
Go ahead.
Let me answer the question. You guys was the security. If somebody shot the biggest rapper in the world, why y'all didn't shoot back? Y'all had guns.
Mace, let me ask you something. I'm going to get to that. Mace, one question. When you was riding around Cali with Stevie J, didn't I pull you to the side and say, what the fuck is you doing in a drop-top Benz riding around with Stevie J around Cali? Did I say that to you? Mace, did I say that to you, Mace? That's some sucker. You hear what he just said? know the truth. That was your man, Mace. Mace, you want to feel a certain kind of way, brother? You tell the truth. That ain't the only reason why you didn't go. You was in the room with Brand. He talking about weed.
Hey, Amy here, and today I have one goal in mind, and that's really just to make you better off than you were before you met me.
Nobody shot back. He know me and Tone ran after them cats. He knew we blew the light. He know I told him, why you running around here with Stevie J? See, I'm going to get in his ass. Come on, he don't play something. Bro, I don't mind coming out of retirement. And none of them told me either. Hello?
Please leave your message for Ching.
Yeah, call nigga back. He don't want to hear it. But let me just tell you something, Mr. Mace. I don't do nothing for ratings. I don't give a shit about this. You talking about you're the only one that's willing to say something. Man, you just not coming out against Cat. I started this years ago. In 97, I was the first one to go on MTV. In 97, when Nick Bloomfield and Miss Wallace them came to ask me to do that, I was the first one that spoke up. None of y'all spoke up. Y'all steady running around this cat. I was the one. You know the money I was making in the street. You know I was with the 112th Street Posse, Slick in the Family, same game. I don't know what that was about. But you know, Mace, I was right there. Nobody, one of the biggest rappers. You right. I told them before they even left the house. I was the only one. All the security was snakes. I told you, Mace. You know why you ain't come. You couldn't answer that question. Mace, why you didn't come? Oh, I was in the hotel with Brandy. You told me Brandy was begging you to come. You forgot that, huh? I didn't. She stopped you from coming to the biggest party out there in Soul Train. You ain't tell people about the fact that Friday you went to the game and they told you. Come on, man. If you gonna call and be a man, man up, dog. I'm right here. And yes, my title says, May said, he ain't playing with Diddy for his publisher.
Do you sell on Shopify? Are you looking for the 2020 breakthrough of how to sell and scale Shopify store?
You can take that any kind of way you want to take it, bro. You take that.
Now, all you need to do, Mace, is get your publishing from Puffy. Is just get your publishing because you got all the money in the world you want. So it's not about money no more. So what is it about? The publishing. Get the publishing and do what you're going to do with the stuff. And then what you're going to do with it, because you got all the money in the world. So what you need with the publishing? What you need with it so you can put the music out or something? You know what I'm saying? Because you don't need nothing. You got everything, Mace. You and Puffy the same size now. Because Puffy, just Puffy, and you just you, Mace. And really, God is the biggest thing in the world now. Because he done gave everybody all the money so they can. So Puffy, his publishing rights ain't worth shit. Because there ain't no money involved no more. It's all you did it for the love of the game. You helped him for the love of the game. So give him his publishing, Puffy. And that'll be the end of that deal. And I really don't know what they was arguing about. He trying to say that Mace had something to do with Biggie getting killed. That's what he trying to say. He say Mace had something to do with it. That's why Mace ain't wanna go to the party. You know what I'm saying? Because he knew things was gonna happen. Let me see what these prophecies about America's future is. 5 years, 5 hours ago. Let me show you how stupid the world is. And what they talking about and what I'm talking about don't match up.
Within 200 years after it began,
I've asked 3 of the most accurate prophets I know to tell us what will happen in 2020. It will shock most of you. Because we're living in very special times. You know, I've been talking a lot. I know you follow our ministry. This was from New Year's Eve. And just a few days ago, we had been prophesying a lot the last month about Iran and North Korea. There's been a retaliation. There's been a general of the Iranian army, top commander, that's been taken out. And of course, the news media is all over it, calling the president a warmonger and all of this. And here's where we have to be careful, and this is why I'm coming to represent the heart of God. I very little listen to the news, and I do it on purpose. Because when I do hear people talk against, for example, the president, they're speaking impeachment, I hear the Lord laughing, because that's not God's idea, nor is it his agenda. And God reveals his news through his prophets, Amos 3:7. He does nothing in the earth unless he reveals his secrets to his servants, the prophets. But the enemy, though, uses the airwaves. He's the prince of the power of the air. So the enemy, how does he has to have prophets. He has to have the local media, the national, international media, voice what his agenda is. Now he's trying to get us to agree with impeachment. He's trying to get us to come against this president that happens to be God's plan, God's man, for a mission of mercy that he's trying to show the church that right now you've got a friend of Israel, you've got a friend of the church. Paul prayed, let the door of the gospel remain open. This president is a friend of you, Christian. Oh, but he's immoral. But listen, do not be quick to judge, because they had tried to impeach Moses, but yet Moses was God's choice and God's man to rescue and deliver a nation, and the same is true. But here's what the enemy's trying to do. Get people to agree with hearsay. So I want to...
Now, this man here, I don't know who he is, but he just lying through his, God don't have no plan with Donald Trump. Donald Trump finished. You know what I'm saying? Donald Trump and all the governments of the world finished, really. And Adam Jackson is the name that we need to hear. You know what I'm saying? They just be talking and everybody going to listen to everybody talk about this and that and this and that. And don't nobody know what they talking about. The business of you. Let me see what this is about.
Tonight on the Black Channel, at some point you either wisen up or you perish. But if you keep falling for the same trick over and over again, you're not being fooled, you're just a fool. The Black Channel is live. Unapologetic, unadulterated, and absolutely uncompromising. Greetings, brothers and sisters from around the world, and welcome back to the home, the haven, the stronghold, the everlasting super fortress of intelligent black thought. We are the Black Media, and this is the BlackChannel.net video program, and I am, of course, your host, your brother, your humble servant, the voice of Black America, the Black Authority, broadcasting to you live from the only historically Black college, university of higher education and learning in the cosmos. You are, of course, welcome to join us. And join us you shall, because on tonight's program, we're going to be discussing our bread and butter. We're going to be discussing our wheelhouse, which is Black excellence. It is intelligent Black society. You have to understand that when we talk about industries that you own, in reality, the American music entertainment industry, that we built that. We built that from soup to nuts. It didn't exist before we came along. American music did not exist before we came along. The problem has been that we have not gotten our proper equity out of the music game. And I'm going to talk about that because we're talking about business. I'm not here to talk about entertainers. I'm here to talk about business, okay? Let's discuss business. Before we get to that, though, I do want to say thank you to everybody who listened to last night's program and contributed. I talked about the fact that, like I said, I want to make a public gesture regarding this Allison Morris situation at MSNBC in New York. I want to thank everyone who has contributed to it. And you're about to hear something that you never heard from anybody else here before. I want to thank you. I want to thank you all. Your support has humbled me, as always. It has been a very humbling thing to see that, to know that I've got this type of support from people. I want to say thank you. I also want to say that in regard to this particular issue or this particular situation that we want to deal with in New York, I am asking that people not send contributions for that. If you want to send a contribution to support the program, of course, you definitely can. The Streamlabs, the Cash App is open. The PayPal, of course, is available. But as far as this situation in New York, I'm taking that one on myself. It's not a cheap thing. It's not a little thing. And like I say, logistically, we have to see what happens. I really have to see what happens. I'm humbled by the fact that so many people have so much faith that
we've had so many situations where people were like, it can't be done. And then we here at the Black Channel figured out a way to get it done. From the billboards for Gentrified, for Botham Jean, for Race War, things you never imagined that you would see in your lifetime. Things that you figured, there was just no way we'd be able to pull it off, and we pulled it off repeatedly. So we've gotten to the point that people just trust and rely on us to be able to do this. When we say this is something that we want to do, they just assume, hey, this is Jason Black. It's going to get done. I want to tell you, thank you very much, because I've tried to be a person who gets things done in the real world and is reliable for getting stuff done in the real world. Not sitting on the internet, bumping your flabby gums about things you can't do, and then crying and bemoaning, talking about if the government don't give it to you, it's not going to happen. In Intelligent Black Society, we make it happen. So I want to thank you all for that. But I really want to take this on myself for a number of different reasons, but also because logistically, not really sure what will happen there. And I don't want a situation where people contribute, and then if, for whatever reason, if we're not able to get things done that we want to and whatnot, I don't want a situation where people are saying, oh, look, see what happened here. So right now, at this time, if you want to contribute, you can contribute for the program, certainly. But as far as this particular operation that we're pursuing in New York City, I'm going to see about taking that one on myself as far as that's concerned. So I'm asking at this time, I want to thank you. No disrespect to anyone and everyone. Thank you so much for your support about this. You have humbled me beyond words. I appreciate that. Until we have much more of an idea about which way things are going, like I say, yes, it's going to be a hideously expensive thing. And everything in New York City is hideously expensive. But we're going to see about getting that done. And we put our money where our mouths are here. So thank you very much for that. But going forward here, if you want to contribute, you can definitely contribute for the program. If and when things come together as far as the situation in New York, you're definitely going to be the first ones to know. Or definitely you're going to know about it right before Miss Morris finds out about it. So thank you very much for that. Just wanted to make sure we got that taken care of here first. A little housekeeping there. I want to talk some business. I want to talk getting things done. I want to talk about the fact that there are no excuses. I want to talk about the fact that really power and technology and ability has been so democratized that any individual who is serious about getting things done, you can get it done. And you're going to hear a few callbacks to things that you've been told previously here on the Black Channel, because we're not the folks who whine and complain about what can't get done. We're not selling baby bonds, we're selling Black empowerment. So I was going through YouTube a couple of days ago, and for whatever reason, they had recommended to me a video by Doja Cat. Now, when I saw the name, I immediately knew who it was, but I didn't recognize what I was seeing on YouTube. It's a video called Boss B, because calling themselves female dogs is the way to go now. If men do it, it's bad, but if the women do it, well, I guess, all right, there you go. But in any case, it was a video called Boss B for the soundtrack of the new movie Birds of Prey. And I'm sitting here looking at it. I mean, first of all, it's very clear that somebody has looked on YouTube, and that's where the people are going to get stars for the music business and whatnot, YouTube and Instagram. If you can get a big enough following in those places, somebody in the record industry is going to mess with you because you've already got a following of millions of people if you've done it properly. But when you listen to this song, Boss B, I mean, she sounds, this chick Doja Cat on this song, because her previous work, she sounded different. On this song, she sounds just like Nicki Minaj. Just like Nicki Minaj. So it's very clear that somebody somewhere has decided that once again, they couldn't get it done with Iggy Azalea. So once again, they're going to go for the shot, and they're going to see if they can knock off Nicki Minaj and replace her with somebody else. Since Nicki Minaj's personal life is just a train wreck at this point. So it's very clear now they're targeting to cultivate the next thing. Hey, did any of you think Cardi B was going to be taken seriously? They plucked her out of obscurity. Look where she is today. So, like I say, when I was a child, you needed talent to make it in the music business. Today, you just need a nice midsection and some breast implants, or in Doja Cat's case, breasts that are big enough to be breast implants. We won't get into that. But there was but the real thing that caught my attention about it was that I saw that. It's like Boss B and Birds of Prey soundtrack, and the first thing that hit my mind, not on some hater stuff, but the first thing that hit my mind was, ain't you the chick who was singing Cow Goes Moo? Aren't you the one who was dressed up in a damn cow outfit like Chick-fil-A? Singing Cow Go Moo? B, I'm a cow. B, I'm a cow. No, I'm serious. For those of you who didn't know that, you can go look up on YouTube. 64 million views, I believe it is. She has a video of a cow go moo. I mean, the whole song was her pretending to be a cow. Seriously. Now, you're on the Birds of Prey soundtrack. Just 2 short years later, you're on the Birds of Prey soundtrack. And believe it or not, this actually dovetails with what I want to discuss about the business. Too many of you have been conditioned to believe that the only way you can make it in this world is to go beg some white folk for something. That's the problem with the A-dunce, quote-unquote, leadership. They're not able to lead you anywhere, because if you're demanding that white people come in and formulate the plan for you and move the machinery for you, then you don't actually have a plan. You are not leading anything, they're leading it. The people who move the money are the ones leading it. If you can't force the issue, you're not leading anything. So
now, I just told you we don't have money no more. So that comment you just made about me or whoever you were saying, the white man, this is not a white man, black man thing. I'm tired of y'all having these conversations. The black authority, fuck the black authority. Fuck the white authority. Fuck both of y'all. Y'all the ones who got us into all this bullshit. Leave white and black alone. White and black ain't shit but cows. Goddamn. It's brown, chocolate, and vanilla. That's what a white and black man is. They both black when you bury them too late. So get off the black thing and talking about money that I ain't gonna get nothing going because of money. The white man ain't got the money no more. I got the money on a gold card called the Eternal Gold Card. Everybody got one. If you don't got one, that means you got a devil out there in your bank, and your bank ain't doing what they supposed to do. Bank's supposed to be open from 8 to 9 o'clock at night, every night, getting people signed up for Social Security. So that's my plan, this God. But I'm going to get off this thing now, man, and I'm going to holler. And I'm going to talk to y'all later. Truck driver. This man talk a lot of noise. But I'm going to get off this thing now, and I'm going to talk to y'all later. Peace.